So as you all know, the 9 are gifted by Sauron to mortal men, the Nazgul are the result of those 9 rings, and the 7 are gifted to the race of dwarves. When the dwarves were first created, they were specifically devised to be able to resist corruption and dominion. And so the Rings of Power really don't have the same effect on the dwarves as they do on men. You know, there are no mini dwarven Nazgul. The rings don't even make the dwarves invisible. Although, that is not to say that the 7 have no effect on their wearers. The rings amplified their owners' greed and gold lust. Over time, treasure hoards were stockpiled, and these, of course, attracted the dragons. But anyway, in my mind, the most interesting of the Rings of Power are those 3 elven ones, which Celebrimbor forged in secret and then sent far away beyond the reach of Sauron. Despite what you might expect, neither Nenya nor any of the elven rings bestow powers of elemental magic. They don't cast fireballs or anything like that. The power of the elven rings is in preservation, protection, and concealment from evil. They are objects of secrecy and defense. They are not weapons. There are really only 3 elven realms that are able to completely resist the spread of evil. They are Lothlorien, Rivendell, and the Grey Havens. 3 places protected by elven rings. The first elven ring that I'll talk about is Nenya, the Ring of Water, also known as the Ring of Adamant. And this ring was forged of mithril and set with a diamond. Galadriel uses her ring to strengthen and enhance the realm of Lothlorien. Nenya is, for the most part, invisible to look upon. We are explicitly told that all Sam can see upon Galadriel's hand is what looks like a star between her fingers. The only person who can see Nenya for what it truly is Frodo, for he is the bearer of the wand. Anyway, the mightiest of all 3 elven rings is called Vilya, the Ring of Air, or the Ring of Sapphire. Now, Vilya's great power lies in healing, and it was given by Celebrimbor to another of his family members, the High King of the Noldor and the highest-ranking elf of the entire Second Age, Gil-galad. Gil-galad was the main commander of the elven forces, and I feel like he probably knew that there was a very decent chance that he'd end up getting killed by Sauron. High Kings of the Noldor do tend to die in battles, historically speaking, so in order to prevent Sauron from ever getting his hands on Vilya, Gil-galad gave his ring to one of his chief lieutenants, his regent in the north, and his all-round great friend, Lord Elrond. Gil-galad does indeed die by Sauron's hand. Now, Vilya doesn't make much of an appearance in the text of The Lord of the Rings, but we can certainly speculate that its power is perhaps a significant part of what allowed Elrond to heal Frodo's injury after he's stabbed by the Witch King's Morgul blade. Finally, the 3rd elven ring, Narya, the Ring of Fire. Narya is all about inspiring resistance against evil. In fact, we're told, rather poetically, that with the Ring of Fire you may rekindle hearts in a world that grows chill. Gandalf wears Narya throughout all of his time with the Fellowship, as well as like thousands of years before that, but no one seems to know. You know, all this time Gandalf is talking to Frodo about what it means to be a ring bearer, and Gandalf is bearing a ring of his own. Remember that badass moment where Gandalf is facing down the Balrog on the bridge of Khazad-dûm, and he says to his enemy, "I am a servant of the secret fire, wielder of the flame of Anor"? Well, although the secret fire is totally its own thing, pertaining to Eru Ilúvatar, that's the creator of everything, the flame of Anor may actually be a subtle reference to Gandalf's ring, to Narya, which he secretly bears as both the grey and the white, using its elven magic to kindle the fires of resistance within the hearts of men and dwarves and hobbits.
What is this new devilry?